In December of 2019, our church joined with several other churches in participating in the Blessings in a Backpack program. This program helps feed many hungry children on the weekends. We have had 3 collections, counting the one we are collecting today, and the response has been overwhelming. Bill Owen has graciously helped the Baptist women deliver the food each time. The back of his pickup truck is always full. The food items are split up between elementary, middle, and high schools. Your generosity is so appreciated by the school administrators. We continue to collect food items on the 5th Sunday of each month. When Debbie and I talked about our Baptist Women's annual school drive, we thought, is there more that we can do this year to help the students? Debbie contacted the elementary school principal, and she immediately came up with an idea. In these pandemic times, hugs are no longer allowed, so she thought, wouldn't it be great if the little kindergartners could have something soft and cuddly to hold on to if they needed it during the day? So Baptist women put our heads together and came up with desk huggies. These are soft squares of fleece with something cute embroidered on one corner. Some ladies cut the squares, some embroidered, and some stitched the edges. We have made 80 huggies for the elementary kindergartners and will make more in September for our own preschool children. Thank you, ladies, for a job well done.
In the fall of 2019, the WMU and Baptist women made over 35 port pillows and over 25 mastectomy pillows for individuals to use for comfort while traveling. These pillows were given to Hugh Chad Memorial Hospital to distribute to individuals who needed them, and the port pillows were given to the radiation center at the hospital and the dialysis center in Elkin.
This is Barbara Myers. In mid-April, my daughter, Nikayla Myers-Garner, shared a need for face masks with me. The Child Development Center, which is the daycare there, the Student Activity Center, and the Youth Center at the U.S. Army Garrison in Hohenfels, Germany, needed 4 masks per adult worker and child per day in order to reopen after the COVID-19 restrictions were lifted. These facilities provide much-needed daycare and activities for the U.S. Army soldiers' children, so the military personnel can perform their daily duties. In order to reopen the child care facilities, they had ordered the required masks. However, they were on back order, thus preventing the reopening of the facilities and preventing the soldiers from returning to their work. I shared this need with some Quaker friends in the Greensboro area, and they and our First Baptist Elkin WMU got to work. In less than 2 weeks, I mailed 266 completed masks to support American soldiers and their families serving in Germany. Those of us who participated in that project received an official Army Certificate of Appreciation from the U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria family and MWR, and best of all, a note from my daughter, school liaison officer, and member of our First Baptist Church Elkin family living in Germany. I think she said it best when she said in her letter to us, quote, "Every time I take or pick up my children at the daycare center, I see the caregivers and front desk staff wearing your creations. I smile and take it as a personal message of love from home. Thank you for helping me feel more connected to my church family each day while living and working with the U.S. Army in Germany." End quote. As we live, love, and grow, we can let our love go around the world with our service.
Hat Day was a fundraiser for the Women's Missionary Union. Church members were invited to pay $1 and wear a hat to church, or pay $1 and not wear a hat. We raised enough money to purchase blankets for 2 projects. After realizing the stark appearance of the interior of the hospice house patient rooms, we decided to purchase colorful blankets for the beds. Diane Tucker and Barbara Myers embroidered lovely designs and scripture verses on each blanket. Then we learned of a need from the dialysis center in Elkin. When a patient's blood is removed from the body for cleansing, the patient often feels uncomfortably cold. So we provided about 50 embroidered blankets for the dialysis patients. There are so many ways to serve God's children.
My mother, Connie Nance, could single crochet and chain stitch. My grandmother, Kate Henson, was a left-handed crocheter. My aunts, Eileen Henson and Faye Eldridge, helped teach me to crochet. My making crosses for the blankets was a labor of love. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to crochet a cross. Thinking about scripture from Luke 9:23, then Jesus said to them all, "Whosoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." When I give crosses to my family and friends, I tell them we carry our own crosses.